The last 30 years saw somewhat of a revival for the Western genre that had all but died out in the 80s. With a slew of fantastic Western thrillers hitting the screens, audiences once again welcomed the genre with open arms. Today, we take a look at 10 best Western movies released from 1990 to 2020.
You the one killed our friend?
That's right. I shot the boy too, and I enjoyed it.
Number 10. Open Range. Directed by Kevin Costner, Open Range sees a former lawman played by Costner himself go up against an evil gunslinger when his property is threatened. As old age catches up, the lawman must face both his evil enemy and the frailty of life with resolve and perseverance. With Robert Duvall and Diego Luna also starring, Open Range is an old-fashioned tale of good versus evil in the American heartland. Of particular note is Baxter, a villain that Michael Gambon plays with zeal and fervor. An old-fashioned Western that takes its time to get going, Open Range is a movie that engages in deep character development to deliver a finale that is well worth the wait.
I'm dying. How are you?
Pretty much the same.
So now we can add self-pity to your lips.
Number 9. Tombstone. Chronicling the real-life exploits of the famed Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday, Tombstone is directed by George P. Cosmatos. With an all-star cast of Kurt Russell, Val Kilmer, and Bill Paxton, Tombstone charts the life and times of America's heroes. As outlaws descend upon Tombstone, Arizona, it is up to Wyatt Earp and his friends to rid the town of the menace. Featuring brutal gunfights and a fantastic turn by Val Kilmer as Doc Holliday, Tombstone is the quintessential Western film, featuring heroes fighting against overwhelming odds in the pursuit of what is morally right. One of the most famous Westerns ever made, Tombstone is a competently made film that hits all the right boxes.
Shepard's one of Quantrell's lieutenants. He gave me a story much like Bob's what bring him to mind. Going on about how much we hadn't.
Number 8. The Assassination of Jesse James. Starring Brad Pitt and Casey Affleck, The Assassination of Jesse James adapts the infamous story of the falling out of two American outlaws, Jesse James and Robert Ford. Brad Pitt as James and Casey Affleck as Ford delivers powerhouse performances in a film that develops the two characters and highlights the difference in their ideologies, only to take a violent turn at the end. A slow but historical epic that features stunning acting and set design, The Assassination of Jesse James is a potent Western, whose only shortcoming is its bloated length.
I don't need your cattle, but I will be needing them horses.
So you don't go do nothing.
Number 7. 3:10 to Yuma. Directed by James Mangold, 3:10 to Yuma tells the story of rancher Dan Evans, played by Christian Bale, as he escorts outlaw Ben Wade, played by Russell Crowe, to do away with personal financial difficulties. As a stoic Evans and crazy Wade go head-to-head in a psychological and physical battle, the tension and action ramps up, culminating in a finale that is as shocking as it is well-earned. With great atmosphere, gritty drama, and fantastic chemistry between the leads, 3:10 to Yuma soars as one of the best Westerns in recent memory and cements Mangold as a potent force in the industry.
Someplace else.
Abraham Lincoln, the President of the United States?
Yes.
Of America?
Yes.
Number 6. The Hateful Eight. Quentin Tarantino loves the Western genre, and his next feature after the extremely popular Django Unchained was another Western titled The Hateful Eight. Starring Kurt Russell, Tim Roth, and Jennifer Jason Leigh, The Hateful Eight sees 8 strangers take refuge in a barn to ride out the storm. However, not all is as it seems, and the party soon descends into violence and mayhem, as alliances shift and true plans are revealed. Running at little over 3 hours, The Hateful Eight is a fantastic character study in a post-Civil War America. With fantastic performances and a great script that amps up the tension and thrill, the film is another winner from Tarantino.
They tell me you're a man with true grit.
What do you want, girl? Speak up at supper time.
Number 5. True Grit. Ethan and Joel Coen are a cinematic tour de force, and their 2010 Western drama, True Grit, sees a young woman, Mattie, played by Haley Steinfeld, go on an odyssey of revenge after her father is killed by a bandit. Starring Jeff Bridges, Matt Damon, and Josh Brolin, True Grit illustrates the fallacy of revenge in stunning accuracy. As unforgiving terrain and dwindling supplies take their toll, the moral lines of the characters are questioned and alliances tested. With several violent set pieces at its helm, True Grit provides a deep character study of 3 different characters in the American outback at a time when law was non-existent and authority was synonymous with power. At its core, True Grit is a stark callback to the Western genre's golden era when character-driven features were the talk of the town.
Airport or airstrip?
Airport.
Well, where are you going?
I don't know.
Just lighting up for the territories, huh?
Number 4. No Country for Old Men. Acclaimed directors Ethan Coen and Joel Coen draw up a fantastic tale of a small-time hillbilly on the run from a ruthless assassin after he steals a suitcase of money that does not belong to him. Josh Brolin stars in this tale of survival and revenge as he goes up against Javier Bardem's Anton Chigurh, a brutal assassin with a shady past who will plow through anything and everything to get the job done. From close calls, violent chase sequences, and the fear of an unknown force lurking around the corner, No Country for Old Men is that rare thriller that manages to keep you at the edge of your seat the entire time.
I found God, he used to say. While sitting and basking in the glory and the sublimity of mercy.
Number 3. The Revenant. Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hardy star on opposite sides of morality in this brutal tale of survival and revenge in a pre-Civil War America. Directed by Alejandro G. Iñárritu, who previously helmed Babel and Birdman, The Revenant exemplifies the savagery of animal attacks, the betrayal of man against fellow man, and the power of revenge amidst the backdrop of untouched snow-clad lands spread across North America. Featuring gruesome violence and a star turn by DiCaprio as a persistent hunter who will not let the injustice served to him left unanswered, The Revenant is a testament to human endurance and ingenuity.
But them 4 men are still back there. They still want it. And that 11,500 is up for grabs, and the last thing they'd expect is y'all riding back in there and getting it.
Number 2. Django Unchained. Quentin Tarantino's odyssey of violence and revenge is a fantastic ode to the Western genre. Jamie Foxx stars as Django, a slave tormented and tortured by his masters until the point of near death. A chance encounter with a friendly German results in Django being freed, causing Django to immediately initiate a journey to impart revenge on those who wronged him. Featuring Leonardo DiCaprio as the detestable villain Calvin Candle and Samuel L. Jackson as his right-hand man Stephen, Django Unchained is a no-holds-barred look at slavery and racism with interesting characters, quippy one-liners, and plenty of twists and turns to keep the narrative interesting.
I mean, if you was mad at them, well, I mean, if they done you some wrong, I could see shooting them.
We done stuff for money before that.
Number 1. Unforgiven. Directed by Clint Eastwood, Unforgiven stars Eastwood himself as William Money, who finds himself drawn to his past after giving up gunslinging due to marriage and kids. Morgan Freeman, Richard Harris, and Gene Hackman also star in a film that is as violent as it is nuanced. A captivating film that was made well after the genre had fizzled out, Unforgiven is a rare gem in a genre that has had quite a lot of misfires recently. With its grizzled cast of outstanding actors playing outlaws who have survived their primes, Unforgiven is a mature and contemplative Western that is as memorable as it is haunting. So, that's the list of Western films which made a way into our top 10. Let us know which other good films we missed to include in this list, and also comment your favorite one. Do give a thumbs up if you like this video, and consider subscribing this channel for more videos.